start you off with a little story, and this wasn't how I was planning on starting, and you'll see why in a second. So I was very well prepared for this, and got here, and I was like, oh no, where are my notes? And so I was siphoning from my bag, and realized I didn't have them, so when Jen got up, I ran up to my car, realized they weren't in there either, and I stood in my car this morning, and I was like, where's... I knew that I put those notes out on the table with my bag, with my camera, I was ready to go. What was I doing at that minute that I forgot them? And then I was sitting there thinking, and I was like, oh yeah, it's because I took a selfie. That's what I did. Instead of grabbing my notes, and I stood in like the perfect light that's on my back door, and I took a selfie and then took off, and just left my notes there. So, that's what Younique presented. So my presentation is called Generation Y, and I'm going to explain that a little bit later. But what I'm going to talk to you guys about is new age entrepreneurship, which is what all of you are part of today. So Sophie, I'm going to need you to go to the first slide there. So I'll introduce myself, as Sophie already did so lovely. I'm Jenna Wimberner, exclusive Black status. This is my son Silas. He is 2.5. This was back in the day when he kept getting mistaken as a girl because I refused to cut his hair. I have since done that. I would also like to join in with Megan on the Hot Mess Express train. That is absolutely my life. I've had a couple of you guys come up to me already today because of this dress that I borrowed from Sophie, telling me that because it has something to do with Jillian Michaels or something, she was wearing it in an Instagram picture or something. And I laugh every time because I read an interview with Jillian Harris once, and she said, you know, like, everyone thinks that my life is so perfect, so picture perfect, and being a photographer, I can totally understand that because I only post the absolute best pictures, right? Anyways, and she said in this interview, she's like, I lose my visa daily, I lose a pair of glasses a week, I drink cold coffee that's been sitting in my car overnight, all the time. That's just me. I'm so clumsy. If anyone falls on the stage, it'll be me, I can assure you. So, also a member of the Hot Mess Express. Choo-choo. Okay, so before I get started, I want to know, raise of hands, how many of you have a full-time job outside of Younique? Okay. How many of you went to university, college, some type of post-secondary education in order to get, I shouldn't say get that job, get a job? Yes? Okay. How many of you on a weekly basis use the term TGIF? Okay, living for the weekend. Yes. Okay, how many of you wake up every morning to an alarm clock? Okay, all right. Let's get rid of that. We just need to throw that. Unless you have kids, and then it doesn't matter. Their alarm clock's on their own. Okay, go to the first slide. So what is normal? We just showed that. That is normal. Normal is getting dressed in clothes that you buy for work, driving through traffic in a car that you are still paying for in order to get to a job that you need in order for you to pay for the clothes and the car and the house that you leave vacant all day in order to afford to live in it. Amen?
Amen.
Yeah. As a society, we truly are earning just enough to survive. We are paying for the house that we leave vacant all day in order just to be able to pay for it. We leave our children to be cared for by someone else so that we can go to work in order to pay for the child care, right? We work 50 weeks out of the year, counting down the days to those 2 weeks vacation. And what happens on those 2 weeks vacation? Do we take vacations? Or do we sit at home with a staycation because we can't afford to go on the vacation that we've been counting down the days to go on to, right? As a society, we have been hardwired that we must go to school, as most of you said that you had, in order to become employees. Or, as I like to call them, modern slaves of society. Okay? What are we giving up in the process? Our health. Did you guys know that on Monday mornings, the heart attack rate goes up by 35% on Monday mornings? Any of you guys who are working a Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 can feel that. Or Sunday night, maybe a Sunday night blues. Okay.
Spastic colon Sunday.
Our time.
Spastic colon Sunday.
We are giving up our time, but saying, I work for $15 an hour sounds a heck of a lot better than I traded an hour of my life for $15. Does it not?
Yeah.
But that's what we're doing. And we also give up our freedom. And I think that kind of speaks for itself. But we don't have to. And the reason you guys are sitting in this room is because you know you don't have to. We can have all of that. What are we gaining? What are we gaining by being this modern slave to society? Job security, right? Isn't that why we all went to school? We all went to school to get a job, to have security. Secure financial security, job security. How many of you are nurses or teachers who thought you'd have job security? In this province, we sure don't right now. And there's a lot of others. That's just close to my heart because I do have a Bachelor of Education degree and I've never had a teaching job. Okay? Well, I hate to break it to you, but this job security is bullshit. Jen already dropped an F-bomb, so I can say bullshit. It's bullshit. There's no such thing as job security anymore. There's no such thing as job security anymore. Okay? Financial pressures are increasing every single day. We are losing jobs every single day. The jobs that used to take 10 people now take 2. The jobs that used to take 1 person is now being done by a computer. Okay, you go through a line at checkout at Superstore or Sobeys and you see what I mean. We don't need people to do that for us anymore. We have computers. Technological structures are changing every single day. And we are the ones that are caught in the crossfires. Okay? From now on, job security is and will continue to be a more and more obsolete idea, unfortunately. Okay? So what can you do? We can no longer wait for the world to change in our favor. It's not going to. That's the reality. The world is not going to change to help us out, okay? We can't sit around and wait for it. Because like I said, technological structures are changing, jobs are changing, and we are losing people one by one. It's like a big crack in the earth that just kind of keeps getting bigger and bigger, and we're losing people one by one inside of it. We can't wait anymore. You can only change yourself, okay? That's been a big lesson to me in my life in general. You cannot wait for other people to do the things that you need in your life. The only thing that you can change is you. You are your own best investment. Stop investing your health, your time, and your freedom into fulfilling someone else's dream just because society has told you that you go to school, you're trained to be an employee, and you go and you get a job in order to fulfill someone else's dream.
Woo!
Okay?
Amen.
Stop being a slave to society. That is not your dream. What is your dream? Find out what your dream is and start fulfilling that dream instead of someone else's. So often when people ask what I do, I tell them about Younique, I tell them about my photography business. Those are the 2 things that I do full time. I work from home, I work for myself, and more often than not, the response that I get, well, that's the dream. That's the dream, to be your own boss, to work from home. And every time my response is, well, it doesn't have to be. Why does it just have to be this sort of abstract idea that you can be your own boss and work from home and have that freedom? Why does that have to be this sort of abstract idea that's only reserved for a certain few? It's not. It's available to anyone. The problem is, and I've seen this so much lately and I love it, the problem is that we as a society have been trained to look for jobs and not opportunities. Am I right? We've been trained to look for jobs and not opportunities. You guys all have an opportunity. Okay, so let's start a business. All right? We know that the best investment is ourselves. We can't change the world, so let's do it ourselves. Let's start up a business. All we need is some startup costs, some expertise, some product knowledge, some time, some accountants, some product design, production, marketing, a proven product that people love, and training. A little overwhelming, isn't it? When I look at all of this, when I think about starting up a business, you know what I see? Risk. Huge amounts of risk. No one has that amount of money, that amount of time. Like, does anyone in this room feel like that scares the shit out of me. I don't know about any of you guys, but you don't need that. Because what we have We have a better way. Everyone sitting in this room has a better way, sitting right in front of them. Okay? All of that stuff that I just listed off that it takes to start a business, you have people that have already done that for you. All you have to do is walk in and take the job of the CEO of your own business. Like, hello. Right? Mm-hmm. You don't need any of that. The risk is all gone. Well, I mean, the risk is a $99 or $119 kit that you get like $300 worth of makeup for, so I don't know about you, but that doesn't seem like a lot of risk to me. Okay? We have a better way. Okay? Entrepreneurship in the new age is no longer reserved for the rich. It is no longer reserved for those select few people to start it from the ground up. You all have the opportunity in front of you. The age of BYOB, as I like to call it, the be your own boss, it's here, it's now, and you are all living proof of that. Okay? So, we have the opportunity, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm very motivated by the idea of money. I know that some people talking about numbers, it's a little bit uncomfortable for them. We had this discussion last night, but like, I know a lot of us in this room are motivated by money, so we're going to talk about numbers for a second. The average weekly income in Canada is $928. That works out in a year to be around $48,000, $49,000 a year. Does that sound about right? Yeah? Okay. Anyone know these ladies? Anyone in this room recognize any of those people? If you don't, you should. Go follow them. These beautiful women are our wall of influence earners. Average weekly income in Canada, $928. Average weekly income of these ladies. Should I just like drop the mic? Yeah. In case you can't see that from where you're sitting, $19,231 a week. Okay, that's the average of these women up here. I realize that you cannot compare the average to the select few. I realize that. What I'm trying to show you is simply that there is unlimited potential here. Not only do you guys have this opportunity sitting in front of you, there is unlimited potential. I don't know about you guys, but any job that I've ever been in, the harder I worked, I didn't get paid more. The harder I worked, the more jobs I got. Am I right? The number of times that I went above and beyond in a job that I had, and then afterwards was kicking myself for it because then I just realized that I ended up having more responsibilities with no extra pay. In this opportunity, the harder you work, which all these lovely ladies have talked about already today, the more you put in, the more you get out. And how gratifying is that? Okay? There is no cap. Okay? There is no person above you who is always going to be making more than you and you will never be able to overtake them. No, there is unlimited potential here and it is sitting in your laps. And I don't know about you, but that excites me. Okay? So again, we have a better way. So if all of you aren't sitting there very excited right now, I'd be surprised. I'm excited and I knew what was coming. Next slide. We are Generation Y. Generation Y, for those of you who don't know, is another name for the millennials. Okay, it's the people that were born in the 1980s or so. So for a lot of people sitting here, that's you. That's the millennials. We are the next generation of people who will be running our country, essentially. We are the millennials. We are Generation Y. Okay? But regardless of your age, regardless of what decade you were born in, we are Generation Y. We are Generation Younique. We are Generation Y. And we are the next generation of conscious game changers who are going to take the world of entrepreneurship by storm, and we are going to show people that we have a better way. Woo! Yahoo! Now that I got you all pumped up. Yeah. Generation Y needs a better way, and we found it. But the other thing that millennials need, a reality check. Okay? This is not a quick fix.
Right.
This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. And this is not easy, okay? I don't want to get you guys all pumped up about the opportunity that you have in front of you that you think, oh, I just bought a $99 kit. I'm going to sit back and I'm going to get rich. That's not how it works. The reality check is you need to put in the work, okay? But the wonderful thing about the opportunity that we have is that it is ours. And we no longer have to judge success based on what we have been used to, based on this corporate ladder that we've all been used to defining as success. We can redefine success as to what it means in the new age of entrepreneurs, which is all of us, okay? So there are 5 things that I want to talk about in terms of entrepreneurship for the new age and how you can take advantage of that. The first is to determine your purpose. This is one of the beautiful things about this business, is that you get to decide your purpose. You decide what it is that's important to you, okay? You don't have to worry about what's important to your boss or to what their dream is. What is yours? What is your purpose? And let that fuel you. I heard someone say recently that your purpose being you, I don't know if I'm going to be able to word this right without it sounding really bad, but if your purpose is simply to work for you, it's not enough. Because I don't know about you, but me working for me is also a good enough excuse for me to give me a day off. Right? I need to have more of a purpose than me. Okay? My purpose is my son, and I'm sure anyone with kids would have that, is to give him the absolute best life that I can give him. But everyone can determine their own purpose, and that is such a beautiful thing in this business, is to be able to determine what your purpose is and to allow that to fuel you and to propel you forward in this business. Number 2 is to be mindful, okay? As much as I want to say be mindful, I also want to say be mindless. Take some time and just be present. I said this to my team actually just this week, but every day there are going to be things in your life that are going to be pulling on your metaphorical hand, pointing you in all these directions, saying this is important, and this is important, and this, and this, and this, and this. At the end of the day, it is up to you to pull your hand back and place it here and say, no, this is important. I'm important. Okay, that's your responsibility. Be mindful. It is so easy in this day and age to get distracted. We are the most distracted generation, hands down, thanks to smartphones, thanks to social media. Okay, take some time every day and truly be mindful of what you are doing, okay? And try to free yourself from all of those distractions. We talked several times today about comparison being the thief of joy. Well, social media is the creator of the comparison that is the thief of joy. Okay, so just when, of course, that's also what's running our business. So just be mindful when you're on there, and also take some time, like I said, to be mindless. Okay. Number 3, learn to embrace failure. How many of you guys have a camera roll that looks a lot like this one? The truth is, I wanted to have a picture up there that was like all of these really awful selfies, but the truth is that I don't keep them on my camera roll. Like, those things get deleted so fast. So half of these are failures, some of them also got posted. But anyways, the point is here is that every successful entrepreneur has a camera roll of 30 failed attempts before they get one right. And I'm not talking selfies right now. But we all have a camera roll that looks a lot like this. 30 failed attempts, get up once. And then 30 more failed attempts, we get up one more time. Failure is inevitable. Okay? But like Megan said, it's how you use that failure. Do you let it set you back? Or do you let it propel you forward? Failure is going to happen. That's another reality check. Failure is going to happen, and I am no stranger to that. Okay, hardships are going to happen. Also, no stranger to that. but it's how you choose to use them. There is no greater teacher than failure. No university, no sponsor, no upline, nothing can teach you more than experience and failure can. So every time you fail, it is up to you to decide, is this a setback or is it a learning opportunity? Failure is not only inevitable, it is essential. And I want you guys to remember that every time you have a failure or a setback or a hardship in life, it is essential. It's unavoidable, but it is essential in order to get to that place that you were looking to go. Number 4, redefine success. Success is not going to look the same for everyone, and that's okay. You're allowed to choose what success looks like for you, and I want to give each and every one of you the permission to recognize that if something isn't fueling you, if something isn't propelling you forward, if something, as Megan said, isn't making you wake up in the morning and put your feet on the ground with purpose, give yourself the permission to realize that maybe you need to redefine what success looks like for you. Maybe you need to take a minute and decide, what is it that's going to propel me forward? Because not everyone wants to be a Black status leader. And that's not what's going to make them happy. Success is essentially what is going to make you happy, because at the end of the day, really, what is there more than that? So if what you are defining as your success is not propelling you forward, if it is not fueling you, if it is not making you hungry, give yourself the permission to recognize that and to reevaluate and redefine what success means for you. We were all sitting at dinner last night, and Kylie said, you know, for some people, this is what success looks like. Sitting in a room full of like-minded women who lift you up. That's success. Okay? And that's enough for some people. And for some people, that's why they joined this, is for these exact moments of this energy that's in this room right now. If that is what you deem as a success, then girl, go get it. Doesn't matter if you're not a Black status presenter, it doesn't matter if you never will be, it doesn't matter if you don't care to be. If that's not what success is for you, then you redefine success for you and you go after that. And the last one is to be your own inspiration. We've talked so much today about comparison. It is so easy in this business and in this generation of social media to get so caught up in what everyone else is doing. Okay, it's so easy. I mean, I can look around this table and I can think of something that all of them do way better than me. Okay, it's kind of the squirrel syndrome, right? We're always worrying about what everyone else is doing. I wanted to read an excerpt from The Girl Code, which I'm sure some of you are familiar with. It's an incredible book if you haven't picked it up. But it's this: we have been conditioned to think that if someone else has something, it means there's less of it left for us. And as common as that way of thinking is, it could not be further from the truth. You have not failed in some way because you haven't achieved the things that other women have. We each have a unique path to walk in this life. And there is a reason that yours is unfolding the way that it is. Embrace your journey and look for the lessons along the way. Believe in divine timing and know that what is right for you will never pass you. I love that. Her success is not your failure. Her success does not mean that there's a little less room in the success bubble for you. Okay? It can fit all of us. So stop worrying about what everyone else is doing and be laser focused on your own journey. Because like Kara Alwoliva says in her book, what is right for you will not pass you. But you could pass it if you're not looking for it. If you're too busy looking in every other direction at everyone else's path. Okay? Trust in that. So finally, we here are Generation Y. We in this room have a new way. We have a better way. And we're ready to change the world. So let's do it. You guys, we really need to step up and realize what the opportunity is that we have in front of us. You have all been given an opportunity. And use that. Use that to your advantage. You are not just offering a job to someone, you are offering someone an opportunity to change their life. I don't know about you, but I don't want to be a slave to society. I don't want to trade my time for money anymore for someone else to fulfill their dreams. I don't want to send my children off to daycares for someone else to raise them so that I can go and work a job that I don't really like. I don't want to leave a home to go to a job to pay for the house that I'm leaving vacant all day. I don't want that. And I don't want that for any of you. Okay? We have a better way. So let's go out there and do it.
Woo!